So here in the US, we're heading into summer, and a lot of people ask me about cutting tips on how they can kind of cut cravings, but also, trim the body fat down, but of course maintain the muscle. Now, it's a lot of tricky form to doing this. You have to come on with a rigid diet. So I always say, your most important meals of the day are your first meal, the meal before you train, and the meal after you train. Those three meals are the most beneficial. Now, what people don't understand is when you wake up in the morning, I know a lot of you guys are training fasted, but my suggestion is to fuel your workouts. You want to get up, hit your body with a probably the biggest meal of the day. That way you can really put food into your body and really get that energy set for the day. It kind of sets the standard. So with my bodybuilding routine, I always stayed on at least 6 meals a day, and all my meals were spaced out 2.5 hours apart. Some of you guys like to spread 3 hours apart, but people ask me about snacking in between and cutting out sugars. And yes, I believe that a lot of bodybuilders cut out a lot of the dairy products. I know, simple sugars are cut out. A lot of the fruits are cut out. I think you really have to fall into more of a rigid diet in order to get the best results. So it's more slower burning foods, when you're eating your potatoes and your rice. Some people prefer brown rice. Low fat sources. So I would stick to more fish, egg whites, turkey breast, lean chicken. Obviously, some of you guys like lean beef, protein powders, things like that will really be most beneficial. Now, diet sodas. I don't ever suggest putting diet sodas. Your body still gets a lot of confused even with the artificial sweeteners. So if we can kind of cut that out a little bit, I know some of it is, necessary. So limit that. I mean, if it's one a day diet soda, you can slowly, like I said, break into a specific diet. You don't have to go all in. That's why diets don't work, is everyone just kind of jumps on board and they start their New Year's resolution, for example, and all of a sudden they after a week, they just quit because it's just too difficult on their body. The thing is to ease the body in. Don't shock the body so much, but get on that meal plan. Eat the portionate meals. Like I said, focus on those 3 meals a day that are most important, and you will have the right results. All right, so everyone's dreaded exercise is some sort of cardio, right? Now, bodybuilders use cardio to get in the best shape, especially getting ready for a competition, but we all know it's good for your cardiovascular system, but how do we make it interesting, okay? Do we watch a podcast? Do we listen to music? Do we sometimes do kind of group cardio sessions? For me, I like to switch the cardio around. So, we can either do bike, we can do step mill, we can do treadmill, you can do assault bike, you can do elliptical. I mean, some of you guys are swimming, any kind of cardio, playing basketball. I mean, there's a lot of different variations you can use for your cardio. Now, for me, I always stuck to stair mill or step mill, bike, treadmill, pretty much the basics, because as a bodybuilder, we're not really trying to get the heart rate through the roof. We're really just trying to do a slow burn, right? Keep the metabolism going, keep, the body in function, and obviously focus on the cardiovascular health. So for me, I'm always listening to music. Sometimes I watch, some of YouTube or podcasts. I listen to different things. Sometimes I work. I mean, sometimes I'm journaling, right now, working on book projects or whatever else. So for me, I always want to keep my mind busy so it makes the time pass a little further. But you people that are swimming, playing basketball, it's not necessary. I mean, you got a kind of fast pace going there. So find the niche for you, find what works the best for you that will not steer you away from doing your cardio, because I feel it's absolutely necessary, especially, as you're getting in shape or, you're trying to be your absolute best. The extra cardio will help you get over the edge.